wanna do is go, go, go. You, the other half of me, the half I'll always need, the half that drives me crazy. You, the better half of me, the half I'll always need, and we both know we're better in stereo.
Wrote this poem and I was like, wow. So I thought I'd read it for you guys. In my childhood, I spent long, sleepless nights, counting each second, minute, hour passed, unable to focus on the moment I lived in. Afraid of the future, longing for the past, but not wanting to return and relive the pains of the past. I lived in the curse of the present with the threatening danger of the future. But now there is a reason why the present is also a gift. We capture moments in our minds, photos of time, living within our minds till bones grow old, blood turns thin, and brain no longer carries a current. And so our bodies carry these memories, the wrinkles of laughter, the eye sockets lain with tears, the scars of dangers never quite healed, morphing into ourselves, becoming a living time capsule of our lives. The past always leaves, the future never arrives, but the present is forever, and memories forever, and dreams forever. We are only as immortal as what we do with that gifts. Vague pictures of nights out, crying on your birthday, your first kiss, tripping over your own 2 feet, those aches and pains from past injuries or from laughing so hard your stomach hurts. These stories create and mold who you will be and who you were. The hardest part is deciding who you are right now, and that's okay. Thank you.
It's been a long year of being a woman and carving out my space in a place where people frequently wished I was a man. So, this is Planetarium by Adrienne Rich. A woman in the shape of a monster. A monster in the shape of a woman. The skies are full of them. A woman in the snow, among the instruments and the clocks, or measuring the ground with poles. In her 98 years to discover 8 comets. She whom the moon ruled, like us, levitating into the night sky, riding the polished lenses. Galaxies of women, there doing penance for impetuousness, ribs chilled in those spaces of the mind. And I, virile, precise, and absolutely certain from the mad webs of Uraniaberg, encountering the nova, every impulse of light exploding from the core as life flies out of us. Tico whispering at last, let me not seem to have lived in vain. What we see, and seeing is changing. The light that shrivels a mountain and leaves a man alive. The heartbeat of the pulsar heart sweating through my body. The radio impulse pouring in from Taurus. I am bombarded. Yet, I stand. I have been standing all my life in the direct path of a battery of signals, the most accurately transmitted, most untranslatable language in the universe. I am a galactic cloud so deep, so involuted that a light wave could take 15 years to travel through me, and has taken. I am an instrument in the shape of a woman, trying to translate pulsations into images for the relief of the body and the reconstruction of the mind. Thank you.
Well, T, then that says I play the villain. And this advice is free I give. Honest. probable to thinking, and indeed the course to win the more again. For 'tis most easy, the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She is thought as fruitful as the free elements. For her to win the more, to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin. He is so enfettered with her love that she may make, unmake, do as she list, even as her appetite play the god with his weak function. How am I then a villain? To counsel Cassio in this parallel court directly to his good. Divinity of hell.
When devils will the blackest sins put on, they suggest at first with heavenly shows as I do now. For while this honest fool pleased Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly to the more, I'll pour this pestilence in his ear, that she repeal him for her body's lust. And by so much she tries to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the more. So will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. Thank you.
Nay, 'twill be this hour ere I have done weeping. For all the kind of the lances have this very fault. I have received my proportion, like the prodigious son, and am going with Sir Proteus to the imperial's court. I think Crab, my dog, be the sourest-natured dog that lives. Oh, my mother weeping, my father wailing, my sister crying, our maid howling, our cat wringing her hands, and all our house in a great perplexity. Yet did not this cruel-hearted cur shed one tear. He is a stone, a very pebble stone, and has no more pity in him than a dog. Why, my grandam, having no eyes, look you, left herself blind at my parting. Nay, I'll show you the manner of it. This shoe is my father. No, this left shoe is my father. No, this left shoe is my mother. Nay, that cannot be so neither. Yes, it is so. It is so. For it hath the worser soul. The shoe with the hole in it is my mother, and this my father. A vengeance on it. There it is. This staff is my sister. For, look you, she is as white as a lily and as small as a wand. This hat is Nan, our maid. I am the dog. No, the dog is me, and I am the dog. Oh, the dog is me, and I am myself. Hi. So, now come I to my father. Father, your blessing. Now should not my father speak a word? Now should not the shoe speak a word for weeping? Now should I kiss my father? Well, he weeps on. Now come I to my mother. Oh, that she could say, line.
Oh, that she could speak now.
That she could speak now like a woman. Line.
Well, I kiss her.
Well, I kiss her. Line.
Why? There 'tis.
Why, there 'tis. Yeah, here's my mother's breath up and down. Line. Now come I to my sister. Oh, mark the moan she makes. That line, that it? Oh, mark the moan she makes. Now, all this while, the dog sheds not a tear, nor speaks a word. Let's see how I lay the dust with my tears. Thank you.
Being a summer, first of all. So we decided we wanted to, well, I convinced them to learn a song from the album with me to perform at the Sabaret. And since then, like, it's kind of been our song. Yeah. And we sing it whenever we get together, and it's a lot of fun, and I feel like it's very appropriate for this moment. So, yeah. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Not
really.
No.
Okay. Do we have the starting note? We'll play it right now.
Give me everything you've got. I'll take what I can give. I want you to hear my story and be a part of it. Thank your father before you, his mother before him. Who would I be without you, without them? Speak to me. Speak to me. Until your history's no mystery to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Until your words run dry, we'll see eye to eye. I'll give everything I've got. Please take what I can give. I want you to hear my story and be a part of it. Thank my father before me, his mother before him. Who would I be without you, without them?
Did you guys do it a cappella at the Sabaret too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my Hermione piece. Yes! Because I've taken a step back from her just because I needed to. That's what the answer is. I needed to take a step back from it. I spent a lot of time with it, and I was like, okay, let's breathe. But that is the first space outside of Mercutio that it was proven to me outside of myself that I am good at what I do. Yeah. And knowing that the work that I do has an impact on people wherever I go was really special, and then seeing it pay off and all these sorts of things. And she's just my gal, you know? As I said, I play silly guys and sad women because that's just the vibe. That's just where it goes. So I'm going to do Hermione for you. A Winter's Tale. Thank you.
Let's go.
important. What I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation. And the testimony on my part, no other but what comes from myself. It shall scarce boot me to say not guilty. Mine integrity, being counted falsehood, shall, as I express it, be so received. Thus, if powers divine behold our human actions as they do, I doubt not then, but innocence shall make false accusation blush, and tyranny tremble at patience. You, my lord, best know, who least will seem to do so. My past life hath been as continent, as chaste, as true as I am now unhappy, which is more than history can pattern, though devised and played to take spectators. For behold me, a fellow of the royal bed, which, oh, a moiety of the throne, a great king's daughter, the mother to a hopeful prince, here standing to prate and talk for life and honor, for who please to come and hear. For life, I prize it as I weigh grief which I would spare. For honor, 'tis a derivative from me to mine, and only that I stand for. I appeal to your own conscience, sir, before Polixenes came to your course, how I was in your house, how merited to be so, sir, spare your threats! The bug which you would fright me with, I seek. To me can life be no commodity, the crown and comfort of my life, your favor. I do give loss, for I do feel it gone, but know not how it went. My second joy, and first fruits of my body from his presence I impart, like one infectious. My third comfort, star, most unluckily is from my breast. Instant milk, and its most instant mouth held out for murder. Myself on every post proclaimed a strumpet, with immodest hatred the child-bed privilege denied, which longed to women of all fashion. Lastly hurried here, to this place in the open air, before I have got the strength of limits. Now, my liege, tell me what blessings I have here alive, that I should fear to die. Therefore, proceed, but yet hear this. Mistake me not. No life I prize it not a straw, but for mine honor, which I would free if I shall be condemned upon surmises, all proofs sleeping else, but what your jealousies awake, I tell you, 'tis rigor, and not law. Your honors all, I do refer me to the oracle. Apollo, be my judge. Thank you.
Okay, I'm braving the smoke in my face.
Damn, that was sick. Okay, sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, the fire.
So, there was an image that I saw that is actually Thomas's contact photo in my phone.
It is?
Yep, there is an image that I saw in middle school that inspired me to write a short horror story.
Oh my god.
Guys, I did not know what I was getting myself in for.
Together. This is a...
Oh my god.
COVID. And pardon my language, I've never said that before, but it's a fuckfest. It's really bad. Now, any of you know Noah Centineo?
No.
Famed actor from the other movies. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, whatever. There's a picture of him.
He's just like
in a garbage can with the words "Don't forget" over it. Okay, keep this image in your mind.
Wait.
Noah Centineo, don't forget.
Wait.
We gotta zoom in on this? Okay, perfect. Just remember.
Got it.
Okay, now this story is called Don't Forget.
Oh no.
It was a dark and stormy night, but it wasn't storming. The sky was a dark shade of gray, and everyone was inside. You were walking home from a long day at work at Denny's. All of a sudden, you hear a terrifying noise. It came from a trash can behind you. You turn to glance at it, and when you turn back around, there sits another trash can. Confused, you do a full spin. You're surrounded by garbage cans at every angle. But in the blink of an eye, they all disappeared. Thinking it was just a trick of the light, you move on. When you take a few steps forward, though, you bump into something. Another trash can. It seemingly appeared out of the darkness itself. This time, a blink does not get rid of it. The garbage can in your path starts rattling and groaning. You start to feel terrified. You try to run backwards, but are frozen to your spot in fear, more than fear. You have been put into a trance, one as strong as Gorilla Glue. You are stuck. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and stuck at an awful job that will help you go nowhere. What kind of 21-year-old works at a Denny's? Your life flashes before your eyes. You see your first steps, your first words, your first kiss, your first F on a test, your 5th grade graduation. You never passed 6th grade. And got hooked on heroin. You see your eyes bloodshot and red. You see your parents and friends cast you out. You see your little brother look up to you with sad doe eyes. You feel the shame you felt on your you feel the shame that you felt on your first day of 6th grade. When your flashbacks catch up to you, you realize the trance is lifted and you can move. But then, another trance takes hold. This one more mental than magical. Curiosity. You move close to the trash can. A voice in your head tells you, no, don't do it, it's scary and new and weird. But there's a louder voice in your head. You can't make out what it's saying. But then it gets louder. Don't forget. Don't forget what? The voice gets louder and louder, screaming now. Screaming with a voice full of raw agony and pain, a voice full of rejection and regret, a voice full of wisdom and knowledge, a voice that you knew had felt unseen. The voice resonated to your core. You felt its pain, but it kept getting louder, louder and louder and louder, until you couldn't hear your own thoughts. Louder and louder it got until you could no longer feel the ground beneath you. You could no longer feel your heart beating. You could no longer feel human. Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. It kept on screaming until you couldn't see. Louder and louder and louder it got, until it just stopped. You looked down at your hands, which were soaking wet. You didn't know what happened until you looked up and saw that the trash can in front of you was wide open. It was full of ice water. Your hands were freezing, so you assumed you had opened it. You didn't want to blink in fear of what was to come. You started to figure out what was happening. Unable to move or hold your eyes open any longer, you blinked. When you opened your eyes, there he sat. Noah! His beard was uneven. His hair was rackety and his nipples were small.
Oh my God.
All the fear left your body and was replaced by acceptance. You knew what was coming. What does it mean, Father? He raised an eyebrow. What does what mean, my child? He responded, you know. You began to shake. knowing that only one would win in this battle of strength and smarts, and you knew who would be victorious. I do know, my child. Would you like me to show you? You nodded your head eagerly, and he held out his hand. Even though he was sitting in ice water, his hand was burning hot. But you muscled through it because you knew that if you didn't, he would kill you. He took your hand and pulled you into the can. You looked at him eager for what would happen next. He then took a deep breath, unhinged his jaw, and swallowed you whole!
Oh my God!
You assumed that you had died, yet you were still fully conscious. Big red lights in weird shapes appeared above you. Not shapes, but letters. Big red letters, letters bigger than you and me. They said 2 words. You forgot.
Okay, if you know it, feel free to sing along. This is Graceland 2 by Phoebe Bridgers. No longer a danger to herself or others. She packed up her bags and laced up her shoes. Yelled down the hall, but nobody answered. So she walked outside without an excuse. She can do anything she wants to. She can do whatever she wants to do. She could go home, but she's not going to. So she picks a direction, it's 90 to Memphis. Burns up the music so Boston. Predictably winds up thinking about this. And wonders if lead songs could come true. I'll ask her for it if they do. Doesn't know what she wants or what she's gonna do. A rebel without a clue. So we spent what was left of our serotonin to chew on our cheeks and stare at the moon. Said she knows she'll live through it to get to this moment. Ate a sleeve of saltines on my floor, and I knew that I would do anything you want me to. I would do anything for you. I would do anything, I would do anything. Whatever you want me to do, I would do. Whatever she wants, whatever she wants. Whatever she wants, whatever you want. Whatever she wants, whatever she wants.